So how do you attract new business so you constantly don't have to chase it? Hi, I'm Mike Cuevas, the Real Estate Marketing Dude, and this podcast is all about building a strong personal brand people have come to know, like, trust, and most importantly, refer. But remember, it is not their job to remember what you do for a living. It's your job to remind them. Let's get started.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Marketing Dude podcast. Folks, what are you doing today? If you're not creating content yet by the end of this show, I think I'm going to talk you into it, or at least that is my hidden agenda. And then maybe just afterwards, you might call up a real estate marketing dude because thinking about what to shoot your own damn videos on is a waste of time. Let the dudes do it for you. We will script, edit, and distribute your video content. And what we're going to be chatting about today is going to be, well, what type of videos should I create? And I was on a Clubhouse room the other day, and I always say this phrase once in a while, but it's just something that stuck to me. And I always say you cannot outsource authenticity. And the reason for that is that I believe that so many people in the real estate industry put on such a fake front. And I think it actually deters business versus attracts business from the beginning. And if you don't believe me, I want you to go out and what do you think a client does when you send them like a business card and then they look for you in person and they can't recognize who the hell you are because you still are using the glamour shot post and the glamour shot picture. And everyone's like, who the fuck is that? Nobody knows. And it just doesn't work like that way, right? So people realistically are attracted to people who are just like them. There's a reason why the last 10 of your clients you ended up becoming beer drinking buddies or wine drinking pals with. It's because you attract like people, and the more authentic and the more natural that you actually market yourself in, the more business I believe you're going to attract. I think it's when you try to put on that front that you resonate with nobody and you end up turning off more people than you turn on. And then what the hell's the point of doing content in the first place? So what we want to do is bring on a goofy motherfucker for you guys today.
What's up, man? I love that intro, bro. I love that.
And why I wanted to bring Mr. Ronnie, Sylvia on the show here is because, you know, if you follow him on Facebook, he doesn't really give a crap. And he's just being him, and he's doing it in his own way, and he's being silly. But I would guarantee you that the same way he's not scared to be in front of his clients, in front of his friends, and he doesn't think twice about it, is the same way he is with his clients. And that's why he wins each and every day. So we're going to go through and sort of talk about that. So for all those people who are sitting here stuck with, what do I do? Oh, people are going to think I'm stupid. I'm too fat. I'm too ugly. Well, I have a face made for radio. I don't give a shit because those are all nothing more than excuses. Nobody cares but you. Okay. So 100%. Without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our guest, Mr. Ronnie Sylvia. And Ronnie, why don't you go tell everyone a little bit who you are and where you're from, and let's get into this.
What's up, homie, dude? I love your energy. I love that you're just you're crushing it, dude. And I to be completely frank with you, dude, I follow your shit before we even became friends because what I like about you is what you're actually saying right now is you really don't give two shits, and you're not trying to attract everybody. You're trying to attract the people that are like you, that can be beer drinking buddies, can have fun. And I think a lot of people, what they do is they alienate their base because they try and be a specific person on video or in social media, and they're not that person out in the real world. So your friends are sniffing your bullshit all day long. Your family's sniffing your bullshit. And that's why I made a decision years ago. And it takes time, right, to find out kind of who you are on camera and all that stuff. Totally. But I made a decision to just be who I am. And my personality is goofy, silly, funny. I like having fun with people. I like laughing, bro. That's why me and you get along, dude. Yeah. We laugh, we have fun. And that's just kind of what it is. So an intro of me is I kind of have a unique path to the real estate space is I came from being a fireman. So I was a fireman for 5 years, and that just really did not work out for my family life. So rather than being a dipshit like 99% of my friends in the fire space and choosing work over family, I fortunately made the right decision and chose my family over work.
And the real estate business?
Hey, man. And I didn't know what I was going to do, dude. I just got out abruptly because I knew I was going to lose my wife. Like I was gonna lose my marriage, dude. And anybody who was a fireman or does any sort of shift work knows that shit is rough on a family, man. So I got out of that, didn't know what I was gonna do, and oddly enough, you know what I did? I ran a marathon randomly, and I went from one side of town to the other, and I was just thinking of what I could do next to provide for my family. And I literally ran a marathon. If anybody knows Sacramento, California, I ran from Folsom to Sacramento, 26.2 miles, all by myself.
This is like a Forrest Gump thing where you just pick up and start fucking just running down the highway, or what?
That's it, bro. That's it. I literally went on a bike path, and I just went, and I literally had an epiphany that all right, I think real estate may be my path. So I jumped into it with zero contacts, zero resources. Actually, oddly enough, the broker that I went with first was called Powers Premier Real Estate. They're out there in San Diego, where you're at. Yeah, AJ and those guys, cool dudes, but they were expanding out this way. And then the support type of thing, when you're a new agent, it's harder to be in a different area. So I ended up switching brokerages, found a good brokerage, and had a mentor, Brad Askren, no longer in the business, but basically told me, hey, you need to get into video. And I was like, absolutely fucking not. I'm terrified of the camera. There's no way I'm doing that shit. And he finally ended up talking me into it, and we planned out my show called The Rescue Ronnie Show, and I've been doing it for about 4 years now, and video is probably about 50% of my business today.
So, and I love how he tied in, he's a firefighter, so I'm assuming that's where the rescue part came in, because he saves people. But now what does he do? He doesn't save people from fires anymore. He saves people from making horrible real estate decisions.
That's right.
And that's where Ronnie is rescuing, but that's exactly how you tie in your brand, new form of media. Well done on that. Plus it jingles really well. You see, like, I like the name Ronnie Sylvia, but I remember Rescue Ronnie a lot better.
Yep.
Right. Yep. Just like I like Mike Cuevas. That's a cool name, but I like Real Estate Marketing Dude way better.
You know, like, what's funny?
Everything is branding today.
Is when you talk about that is I get people, friends, family, people on the street, people in the grocery store, Rescue Ronnie. Like a girl yesterday came up to me yesterday, didn't even know I did real estate. She said, "Aren't you Rescue Ronnie?" And I said, "Yes, who's asking?" And but she was looking.
Did you do a dance for her on the spot and just start dancing?
I was just jigging, you know. And but the thing is she didn't know what I did. She's like, "Are you in construction?" No, I'm not in construction, but I can help you, right? So what it does is that branding piece brings opportunities, because if I give a construction lead out to a contractor, they feel as if they potentially may need to give me something back in return. So it's
a law of reciprocation. Like you give, you get back. It's just the way Jesus and God made us, folks. And not, if you don't feel that way, I'm sorry, you're just a total dick. The way that we're wired, it's why the vast majority of business is referral generated, to the tune of over like near 90% in the real estate business. But yet you have a bunch of real estate agents and lenders like running around chasing a bunch of strangers they don't even know, instead of transforming their existing clientele, Facebook friends, email list into their damn sales force by sharing their name. And there's only one way you do that. And that's through creating a whole lot of buzz, so that when people think of your profession, whether you're in real estate or lending or whatever the hell it is that you do, that they automatically associate your name with it. Let's do an example here. If you guys remember the Got Meat Wendy's commercial, I was using this example earlier on a coaching call with someone. And the Got Meat, like if you guys remember that campaign, for those of you who are younger and under the age of like 30, I guess I'm turning a little dinosaur here, Ronnie. But back in like the 90s, Wendy's had like one of the most famous marketing campaigns ever. It was this little old grandma. And there were these little old grandmas wearing these little nightgowns, white hair, like tiny ladies, like 4'4". And they're like, "Got meat, got meat." And why that campaign was so effective was because of how and who was delivering the message, not what the fucking message was. Okay.
Right.
If you had Ronnie doing "Got Meat," everyone's like, "Beat it, geek. I don't care." But because you have, or me doing that, but because you have these little old ladies saying got meat, guess what? That's what's stuck. It's called a jingle. So Ronnie's doing the same thing in his business called Rescue Ronnie. If you're just John Doe real estate agent, you're a fucking Stepford wife. You're a robot. Okay. People aren't attracted to that. There's nothing that makes you stand out to get rewarded. Oh, he's just another real estate agent. right? But there's only one dude. There was only one Chicago real estate dude. So when you have the ability to differentiate yourself, whether it's through brand or through content creation, which we're talking about today, you generate attention. With attention always comes attraction.
Well, I think a lot of what, and you spoke to it before, is a lot of what people do in real estate is they have this nervous energy, like, oh, everybody else is doing video, I have to go do video, so I just put out video. It's not like
check
that.
A box, right? It's the same.
It's not like that. There's such a psychology behind what video is, who your target audience is, what kind of content you're creating is going to attract those people that come back into your business. So it is 100% psychology, is 100% planned action. Yes, when you're in the video, you're not always, it's not just plan, script. Yes, but there is some bullet points that you need to cover, and you have to keep in mind why you're doing the video and who that video is for.
Yep. Like say it's every week, maybe on the show, guys, 90% of the communication is how in the body language, like your tonality and your body language. No one's remembering what's actually coming out of your mouth. They're remembering how it's coming out of your mouth and how you're delivering that message. Tell us a little bit about this Rescue Ronnie. You said you started about 5 years ago.
Yeah, so I'm about four and a half years in. My goal was to be the epitome of consistency. So what that means is every single Wednesday for the last 175 weeks, I have put out an episode of the Rescue Ronnie Show. So the Rescue Ronnie Show is, I am not a salesman by trade. That is not my stick, dude. I am not a hard closer. I'm a great negotiator, but I'm not a hard closer. That's just not my thing. It makes me uncomfortable. When people do that to me, it makes me uncomfortable. So I say, fuck that. I don't want to be any part of that.
But you don't want to sign right on the line. That's
sign on this. There's cats that works for. I'm just not that guy. I don't know if I waver or what it is, but that's not me. I'm relationship based. So what I wanted to do was be in front of people without selling them. So I created this show called the Rescue Ronnie Show, where I highlight local businesses, restaurants, businesses, small businesses, give back to the community, and give real estate knowledge. So where I even started that idea is, as you obviously know him, Kyle Whistle had East County Eats out there in San Diego. And I loved what he was doing with just the restaurants in East County. So rather than recreating the wheel, I saw what he was doing and put my own spin on it, and then added some other things to that. Yep. He was crushing it, and he still is crushing it with the same company as me, EXP. And he's just, he was pioneering at that point. And then now I'm passing some of that knowledge on to some other people that are starting to do video or have been doing video for a little bit less time.
So you said a couple things, and folks, it's like consistency is a thing. Like how I met Ronnie is Ronnie just launched a podcast called Every Agent Wins. You guys should check out. But Ronnie had me on his show, and this is what happens. Like when you create content, more people come to you, more opportunities come to you, because when you don't, you're just hiding under the bed or in the closet. I can't tell you how many times people say, oh, I'm a secret realtor. Well, the only one you're doing a disservice to, if you truly believe you're like the best person for the job, is your clients. Not yourself, and then it's your family. Because if you truly believe that your profession is to help others, then you should scream it from the damn rooftops. Like, I'm going to pitch the audience right here. Hey guys, what Ronnie just said, we do for you. We'll script, edit, and distribute your video content for you, and we'll turn you into the local celebrity, just like Ronnie is in his market. We just do it for you, right? And we do it cheaper than anyone you could hire locally.
And just to speak on that, bro, this shit's a lot of work. This shit is a lot of work. And I have an editor, but I do a lot of the main stuff myself, like the idea creation and the production and all that type of shit. It's a lot of work. So if I had you 4 years ago, before I learned all this shit, bro, you would have been my guy. Right. And there's no reason why, if you don't have all this shit dialed in, like I have this dialed in now, dude. I've been doing it for so long. But if you're starting today, there is no reason why you should not reach out to Mike and his crew. 100%.
Appreciate
I'm telling
that.
you right now. Yeah, 100%.
Appreciate that. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to buzz, dude. Like content creates conversations. Conversations creates or a content creates engagement, and that engagement creates the conversations. And then with those
What
conversations
it is,
becomes trust.
it ups opportunities.
Yes.
It ups opportunities. You literally get in front of people, and it may not be real estate opportunities. It's not all real estate opportunities. It may be opportunities to become a different business owner. It may be opportunities for investment. It may be opportunities just to get in the same fucking room as somebody you're not supposed to be in the same room with.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's what it does.
Yep.
Is people are watching. It doesn't matter about the views. It doesn't matter about the likes. People are watching you. And
So-
I didn't get that in the beginning. I didn't.
Most don't. When did the light click? Because I see it with our clients too. They'll be like, how is like doing a business owner interview on a freaking steakhouse going to lead to me selling more damn houses?
Yeah, so I'm probably like 99% of everybody else. I wanted to stop. Dude, because I was like, it was probably like 4 or 5 months in, and I'm doing shows, and I wasn't really feeling the love back, I guess. And then all of a sudden, my Facebook Instant Messenger lights up. Rescue Ronnie, I love what you're doing. I love all your videos, man. I've watched every single one since you started. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You never even left a comment. You never even left a comment.
Yeah,
like,
give me a like, bro.
Yeah, can't even
give me a like. I almost quit. Give me a like, man. Yeah. Show me some love.
So anyways, yeah, and then they're like, hey, dude, I want you to list my house. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then it's like, shit. And I remember being in the shower at times like, what the fuck am I doing, dude? I'm doing all these videos, and it's like for nothing. And then that next message comes, and it's like, and then it just starts coming, and it starts snowballing, dude. And then
the reason though why it took you longer is because you're a brand new agent though.
All of it, dude.
Like he was a brand new agent, folks. Like, so like when you already have like if you've been selling real estate for 20 years and you just add video into, like, you start attracting way faster because you've already built the clientele. You're just amplifying it with content. In Ronnie's case, he had to trade his whole network that he was no longer a firefighter. Yeah. And, you know, and it's just like, it's very hard to see. Here's what I love about real estate. It's the only business in the world that you can start in with a built-in clientele. No other business you can do that with, right? And what do I mean by that is, well, people buy and sell with people they know, like, and trust. So like every single one of us has a Facebook account, which means all of us have, go count your friends on Facebook. Good, there's your clientele. Because all of them live somewhere. And if you're friends with them, I hope you would expect to earn that business. The question is, are you going to get it? And the answer is going to be no, unless they know what you're doing. And it's not their job to remember, it's your job to remind them. Let's get into authenticity, because it's how you create content that is really effective. So I saw a video of you, I think last week, of did you get a closing accepted and then you were doing a dance with your daughter or something?
Yeah, so I've done a
good dancer. Like if you guys need like dance moves or anything, like just call this guy up. But here's what I love about what you're doing is that you're not scared to just be you. Like, I'm not a dancer, so you won't see me dancing on camera, but I wish I was, because it looks fun when you're doing it and people are engaging back. And I looked through some of your comments, right? I'm like, all right. And then some people are like, oh, Ronnie brings fun to the situation. I think I saw something like that. Or, oh, you're so funny, and blah, blah, blah. Folks, it doesn't matter. Attention is attention. And because Ronnie's goofy, that's just how you are in normal life, right?
Absolutely, bro. I literally have high school teachers, my female high school teachers commenting on my dancing, because I used to do that same shit in class. So yeah, no, man, it's like, to me, it's like, you have to be you. If you're not you, someone's sniffing your bullshit out. So to me, it's always stay true to who you are. Obviously, yes, there is an entertainment value, and you have to keep eyes on you, and there's a psychology behind it. But if you don't lead with who you are, and not everyone's funny, not everybody has the knack of dancing and funny and all that type of stuff. Do what you do. Do what you've always done and expand off of that.
And everybody has something too, is the thing. And most people just don't realize they can. Because you're right, you don't have to be funny. You can be interesting. If you're a storyteller, be a storyteller.
There you go. Dude.
You know, like if you're an athlete, well, then show me how to live a healthy lifestyle in your area. The content is not, it's just how you create it, guys, is what people like remember. And it's honestly what they're drawn to. No one cares on the what, it's just the how. Let's talk about the style of videos and just get in the content that you're doing, because I don't see a ton of like real estate overburdening shit on your accounts. Like, what kind of content are you creating? You're doing some business owners, and that's your media source, right? That's your consistency. So every Wednesday you got a new business owner or something in the community there. But you're not just doing that. You're creating all different forms of content.
Yeah, man. So I've upped it this year. So I was always staying consistent with the life stuff, painting your life out, because people are interested in you regardless of if it's one person or 150,000 people. Somebody's interested in you. So you have to explain and open up your life into what they're trying to see, because that's why social media is so captivating, is because people want to see in your life. The concept of a story is that somebody that's not force-fed your content. That's somebody that wants to see what you're doing every single day. If you look at your stories, you can see who's on there. Those are people that are pressing the button. What the fuck is Ronnie doing today? I want to see. Those are probably people that are going to buy and sell with you. So consistently do stories and document your life, right? And then I do some real estate, but to me, when you barf real estate, nobody cares, dude. Nobody cares unless they're buying or selling within the next 6 months, or they're an investor.
Yep.
Nobody cares, in my opinion. And that's why I did not want to barf real estate, because I know personally that if I were watching somebody, that would remove me from their life, is if they're constantly trying to sell. So you have to find a way in order to provide value outside of real estate or outside of your trade. So for me, that was everybody likes food. Every single person that I know enjoys eating food. So I'm going to show them all of the great restaurants that are in Sacramento, California, right? Everybody likes people that give back to the community or like that feeling. So I went out and I started giving back to the community, giving out gift cards, saying Happy Valentine's to people through drive-thrus or whatever it is, me being silly and still having fun and adding value outside of real estate. And yes, of course, I sprinkle my real estate in.
So let me walk everyone through just a different way to look at it, because this is good. We usually, like any sales business, isn't a real estate thing, but what do we do? Like, a lot of people just want to buy leads. And what you're like, leads, you're not buying a lead, you're buying a conversation. Okay. So let's just think about it. Like, all right, so I'm going to go sign up for fucking pillow.com. And they're going to charge me $5,000 a month to go out there and give me these leads, right? They're unreliable. They're extremely expensive. And you don't know what you're going to get, and you don't know what they're sending you. I mean, they're giving you some Glenn Ross leads, a couple here and there. Then they're giving you all the crap too. But you don't really know what that process looks like. However, my brain just, because I have leads coming in, even though I'm not going to follow up with them, I'm still going to go ahead and just feel good. I'm going to go ahead and just keep writing a check for $5,000 each month. That's what I'd probably guess about 70% of the business does, regardless of what side of it you're on. But at the end of the day, if you look at content, you're buying conversations, people who are having conversations about real estate. So these are the statistics, because what we're talking about isn't theory. Theory sucks. Theory's for freaking Bill Gates and his clubs and all those other crap. We're talking about, like, this is mathematical. Okay, guys, 10 to 15% of the people who see your content this year will be moving, and most don't even know it yet. Some are going to die. Some are going to get jobs. Some are going to get relocated. Some are going to have kids like me. I just had a kid last week, and we might need to get a bigger house. You just don't know what life's going to throw. Thank you. You don't know what life's going to throw at you. But 100% of the people that you have can refer you to someone this year, because everyone knows someone who's living. And the last time I checked, everyone has a house or a place they're renting or a place that they're selling. And that's why I said real estate's one of the best businesses to get into, because everyone's a future client. It's not a matter of if they're going to invest in what we're selling. It's a matter of when they're going to invest in what we're selling, which statistically is 4 to 7 years. So do the math, folks. Go on your Facebook feed. If you have 500 friends on your damn feed right now, all right, well, statistically, 60 of those are moving this year. 50 to 60 moves right there in your Facebook feed. And then I still don't know how the average agent only does 6 sides, because you literally have to be in a closet. You have to be hidden underneath a rock to do. I could trip down 6 clients in a market I've never even met just by talking to people. Because what's the difference? In sales, they teach us, you're one more no to your next yes. What the fuck's the difference between getting instant messages about my restaurant or Rescue Ronnie like restaurant interviews? Because it's the same statistics. 1 out of 15, 1 out of 10 of those people will be moving this year. It's the same thing, folks. We're buying conversations, but with attraction and with content creation, you initiate those conversations at zero cost. It's called organic.
Well, that's your hit on it right there. Is you go from chase mode constantly to attraction mode.
Yes.
Which is far more satisfying, I can tell you, because chasing it's exhausting as shit. Yep. It's exhausting, and you will burn yourself out if you try and do this for 20 or 30 years. So you have to find a way for those deals and deep dive into those relationships that you already have, the people that know you, like you, and trust you, and just prove to them that you're worth a shit, and they will give you deals, 100%.
Because everyone buys from people they know, like, and trust.
That's it.
Don't believe me, how many of you guys have lost business to little cousin Billy, the realtor, just got his license this year? Well, he's just more trusted than you are because he's blood, he's family. That's all it is, guys. So don't overthink this stuff. Ronnie, how much of your business is coming from cold lead generation, if at all any?
I don't do that, dude. I don't do any of that shit, dude.
So walk me through your monthly marketing plan, so we get some like what you're just creating videos and people are coming to you. How are you distributing your content?
Yeah, so I have an email list that I've got now. So a lot of all of my stuff from like before I started Every Agent Wins is all consumer based, right? So I would do my Every Agent Wins. I would post it on, I have my editor do everything, and then he sends it back to me, and I post it on Facebook Business, some groups, and then I post it in LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, all the social media platforms. It goes out on my email. And just started doing TikToks this year. So I do a TikTok on Monday and Friday. And honestly, some of that's real estate, some of it's not. Like some of it's just fun, dude. It's a cool platform to edit, and it's pretty raw, and you don't need a lot, and you can just do stuff and have fun with it. So to me, that and then Instagram, IGTV. So really, dude, probably I would say 75% of my stuff is not real estate. Maybe 25% is real estate.
Great. But every video reminds them that you're in real estate. You're just not hitting them over the head with your damn sales sign.
They know who you are.
Yeah.
They know who you are. If you do it long enough, they know who you are.
And another thing, like regardless of the content you guys are creating, don't be scared to ask for the business. Like, hi, I'm Mike Cuevas with Big Block Realty. Like, say where you're from. I help people buy and sell houses, but today I'm not selling you a house. I'm going to sell you a hot dog.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead and tell them. You have to remind them. I see a lot of people on YouTube will be like, oh, look at like comments on YouTube, and they'll be like, oh, but, and it's like a moving to video, you know, everyone's doing a living in moving to series. But they'll be like, oh, I didn't even know you're a real estate agent. Well, you got to tell them. That's why branding's so damn important. Like whether that's wearing a shirt that says I love real estate, that'll do the trick, guys. We have a guy in Denver. He's sort of a Brody. He's on the show, Bob Friel, and he's all content, and he relies on zero realtors for business. He actually hands out more leads to realtors, and he has the leverage over them because he's built a brand just through consistent content creation, the same shit we're talking about here. But it's how he's doing it that people fold and are attracted to him, because sometimes he'll be in a Dago, like a wife beater. Sometimes he did a video with no shirt on and the guy's ripped. You know, like he'll just be him, and he's a Brody. And guess what? Sometimes some people aren't going to like that. But guess what? There's a lot of people who do, because they can just relate. At the end of the day, this is human to human interaction. So the person who comes into your house with a suit and a tie and a nice little penny loafers, you're like, who the fuck is this? Like, I have nothing in common with you. It's the same reason why I was never a luxury agent. How many agents do you know want to go out and, oh, I want to go into luxury agent? Well, guess what? You better start hanging out with a bunch of rich people. It's the only way you're going to get there. You have to put yourself in that room. You can't just decide and make it happen.
Act that way, talk that way, think that way, and then you will become that way.
100%. My sales price when I was in production only went up because my friends started making more money.
Yep.
It wasn't because I switched my marketing. It wasn't because I switched that. We just got older and started having kids. And that's why people pick like people. So what we're getting at, folks, is it's okay to be you. it is, I would even say, I think Ronnie agrees with me. Like, the more you're you, the more you attract, because people just want to feel comfortable making the biggest financial investment with someone they know, like, and trust. And that's when they'll open up to you. But it starts with attention. See, content creation is attention, then it's conversion. Right. But it's often
99% attention is you strike out on every at bat you don't get. So you got to get those at bats and keep bringing those at bats in.
Yep. Any other tips, things you want to share for anyone that's thinking, like, because there's a lot of people right now that are like, hey, yeah, I like video, but it seems like it's a lot of work, or it's not for me. You said the same thing. What do you tell someone in those shoes? Kick them in the ass and get them over the hump here.
You know, I wish I had somebody like myself or Mike that was telling me what to do and how to do it. Because I mean, I talked to probably, and you've talked to them as well, people, they say, hey man, I love what you're doing on video. I'd love to do it. And then I sit down with them and I chat with them and they don't fucking do anything.
Yeah.
They don't do shit. So if you are serious, reach out to somebody that is doing video at a high level. This is same thing for any mentor on the planet. Look at their life and say, do I want that life? And go do what they're doing, or get in rooms with them, buy them coffee, take them to lunch, bring them coffee, do something for them, create value for them, and get in that room and grow your business. It's simple as that. Find somebody that's doing it at a high level and get in that same room and start doing what they do. Exactly.
That's it. Go to old relationship building.
Because
choosing content.
What I'm saying is you could copy the exact same content that I do, because we don't have the same base. We do not have the same database. So you could do the exact same thing as me. It won't come out the same. Mm-hmm. You might be better, you may be worse, but it will resonate with some people. But still, go to my channel. I'll give you it, www.rescueronnieshow.com. Still every single video that I have, because it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I can shoot every single video that Mike does, and we have a different clientele base. Yes, some may overlap, but who gives a shit?
Wouldn't matter, because the delivery would be totally different, even if it's the same content. If it had two different effects of two totally different people. 100%. Ronnie and I would probably attract the dudes and the bros. But like, let's be honest, Ronnie, like when we get into like that Bay Area, like upper end echelon, $3 million, me and you probably don't stand a chance.
Yeah, man, you never know until you get to that point. Because I mean, this is what will open up some more doors for you. But yeah, dude, to be completely honest with you, yeah, I probably wouldn't attract that person. You probably wouldn't attract that person. Yep. Big fucking deal. We'll attract the masses.
Yeah. You attract people just like you. Ronnie, why don't you go ahead and give everybody your where they can find you at, and we'll get this wrap. Unless you have anything else you want to go ahead and add in here.
No, man, I everything. So I know this is 2 real estate agents. So I just gave you my consumer-based show where I said you can steal every single thing that you want. And Mike's been on my podcast. I have another page, a Facebook page as well, that's adding crazy content for realtors to grow realtors' business. It's called Every Agent Wins. If you go to everyagentwins.com, that will have everything you will need to know. We're bringing on the top real estate talent across the planet in order to help realtors grow their business. We're bringing on digital marketers. We're bringing on top producers doing 500-600 deals a year. We're bringing on top real estate coaches, and then also video creators. So we have some really amazing people. Like I said, Mike's been on the show sharing knowledge, some of the top people in their space. So, and then if you want to get a hold of me, you can email me at ronnie@rescueronnie.com.
Cool, man. Appreciate you, dude. And if you guys, we have a clubhouse room on Wednesdays at noon too. If you guys wanted to get involved in that every Wednesday at noon, Ronnie has a room in there. I join in there when I can. I couldn't make it this last week. I had a baby, and today
you had an excuse.
I had an excuse.
Yeah.
And, but
yeah, it's all about dominating video. So we're just speaking video, and it's very informal. We all chat, and and give tips and tricks, and people ask questions. So yeah, if you can join that, go find us on Clubhouse.
Cool. All right, folks. Thank you for listening to another episode of Real Estate Marketing Dude. Like I said it before. If you guys are looking to get involved with video, we want to be the dude to show you how to get there. We script edit and distribute your videos, but that's after we come up and define your video strategy that meets your goals, meets your plans, and the objective you're trying to hit. And trust me, that is different for everyone. If I have one superpower in the world, it's finding out who the fuck you are and what you should do on video, then telling you what to do it right in your scripts and kicking you in the ass and getting you into production. That's what we do. If you need help, you need a kick in the ass, hire. You don't need more leads, you need more dudes. You call us right at realestatemarketingdude.com. Connect with us on social. Subscribe to our channel and leave us more reviews here. We love these reviews. We read them. And of course, thank you for listening to another episode of the Real Estate Marketing Dude podcast. We appreciate you guys. Get back to your workout, your routine, but I want you to take what you heard and listen to today and take action on it. There's a reason I still have yet to see somebody where video doesn't work for. No bullshit. I can honestly say that it works for everyone that has a personality. And if you don't have a personality, you're probably in the wrong damn business. So can't help you with that, but we can help you put you on the map, and we look forward to doing so. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for watching another episode of the Real Estate Marketing Dude podcast. If you need help with video or finding out what your brand is, visit our website at www.realestatemarketingdude.com. We make branding and video content creation simple and do everything for you. So if you have any additional questions, visit the site, download the training, and then schedule time to speak with a dude and get you rolling in your local marketplace. Thanks for watching another episode of the podcast. We'll see you next time.